Hello everybody, my name is Carmen and today I have a new landscaping video for you guys. I'll be showing you the speed build of this gnome village area and I'll just be explaining how I decorated and all of that stuff. I hope you guys enjoy. I didn't really plan anything out at all. I just knew I wanted some water and I just wanted it to be a little cliffy area. So there's going to be 3 tiers and there's just going to be a lot of gnomes everywhere. Each of them will have their own activity, so either painting or some sort of action. In the end, I decided I didn't want that much water coming from this waterfall since it is a tiny one. I also edited the cliff a bit. I wanted more room. I also started playing around with how I wanted the water to go. On this side, I had a double waterfall. I just wanted a little pond here. Like how this was going and I had to fix it up and add more of a cliff area so that I can add more water. I rounded out the bottom part, added some more cliff areas in the back and the front. Made sure to round out all of the edges out so that it looks more natural and it just looks a lot cleaner and cute that way. So this is how the final pond and waterfall looked. I really liked it. It's just enough water for the gnomes to fish or hang around. Here I'm deciding where I wanted to put my apple trees. I decided to add more of the bushes that I have. I decided to use azalea bushes, so those are the ones that look almost like the tree leaves, and they aren't in season right now, which I prefer since I don't want the flowers to show up. After placing the bushes, I decided to plant all my flowers, so I wanted a mostly red vibe with hints of yellow and orange. I'm using hyacinths since those are my favorite flowers. I decided to put down all my path and custom designs. All my custom designs will be in the description, so I'm just using the path and other variations and additions to it. So we have these little dirt spots and also some smaller ones that the original designer doesn't have, but some other designers have created. The reason why I decided to use the original path is because it's the most flexible and it has the most variety of different spots that I can put, which I really like. I wanted a path that is fully cohesive but still has some variety in it. I also put down these leaf and stone patterns that I found. I believe these are like the most natural looking ones in my opinion. I've tried other leaves, but this is my favorite one. The base of the cliff is all done, so all the custom designs, bushes, plants, trees have all been put down. So I decided to put down some of these weeds. I usually don't use weeds, but these summer ones are really cute. They have this little tiny grass variation, which I am so in love with, so I added a bit of those. They also give some dimension. Instead of just having flat custom designs, it does stick out a little bit, which I love about that. Wanted to make more space here so that we could have another gnome doing something. I figured that we can have a little painting area right here. This is a perfect spot since it's right next to the water and the waterfalls, so I carved out some areas and rounded it out. Then I went back up to the second tier of the cliff and proceeded to add some more weeds and custom designs. I'm hoping to decorate a lot more and record them for you guys, so if you do enjoy this video, make sure to subscribe and like. I'm also in the process of cleaning up my island, so I have a bunch of furniture on the floor that I need to pick up. And after that, I will be uploading my dream address soon so that you guys can check out the areas that I have decorated. And if you're curious, this whole thing actually took me about more than 2 hours, so it's just crazy sped up for you guys. Anyways, landscaping videos are one of my favorites since they really inspire and motivate me to decorate, and they're also great to watch while you're decorating your own island. Okay, so let's get a final view of the area. So this is what it looks like without all the furniture. It looks super natural. So if you just want a natural area with no furniture, this is completely fine. Here's some last minute furniture crafting. I did make and collect all of the furniture before this video, but these were just some last minute ones that I didn't think about having in the beginning. Decided to go with the white duck since I wanted a pop of white. There's not a lot of white in this area, and I did want to add it since I'm gonna have very many pops of white all over my island, and this just makes it match. Here I am figuring out where I want my items, so I just looked around my inventory, and yeah, it looks like a great spot for a wash tub. I also placed some mums down that match in color, and mum cushions are one of my favorite items. They're great for natural areas, which is what I am going for. I also placed some log stakes in the back so that any gnomes won't fall off the cliff. And I placed another gnome, a campfire, and I decided to change the color of the red mum back to the yellow. The red one would match, but I didn't like how dark it looked, and the yellow one just looks so much cuter. On the right side, I placed a sewing project down, and I wanted some firewood nearby so that there would be some extra firewood for the campfire. I also made this axe place here, but I didn't like how it looked, so I did change my mind on that. I started placing down the rest of my gnomes so I could figure out where exactly I want them. And then over here, I wanted to place one more item down, so I was just trying to figure out what looks best. Ultimately, I decided not to put anything down, but I really liked how this sewing or the spinning wheel looked, so I decided to put it back here, and I was like, great, I could make a little sewing area. I loved how it looked, so I decided to go with it and add some firewood here just so that it's in the view. I placed down the sewing box and the gnome, and I just thought it looked perfect. He really is working on a sewing project. Now we're back on the second tier, and over here I wanted another item, and at first I thought we could try an artisanal bug cage, but it was too big, so I decided to add this mom's pen stand, and it looked so cute. It kind of looks like a little fairy or gnome lives over there. I placed another white duck over here, fixed the terraforming, and added some log stakes to give it some more dimension. I also added one more flower since it did look a bit empty without one. Now we're on the left side that's kind of behind Diana's house. I thought a fruit basket here would look so perfect. I placed this gnome here. He has a bright yellow hat, which I'm not a huge fan of, so I loved how it's behind the tree, so it's kind of shadowed. It doesn't look too bright. Lastly, I placed this gnome here as a little welcoming gnome, so he'll welcome you as you enter the gnome village. Here is the final product. I thought I'd show you guys during golden hour since that is the best time. It looks so nice. I edited my path a little bit, so these ones have little pebbles and flowers on it, which will be in the description. I also put this lily of the valley. I added a tree here. It is not fully grown. The hint to that is you put a little fruit tree in the back so it doesn't keep growing. I also added a little sign. And yeah, this is the overall product. I really love how it looks, so I'm gonna show you guys the rest of it. Diana's house really gives me some Snow White vibes, which I think is perfect for this spot. She can be the Snow White to the 7 dwarves. Right in front of it, we have a well with 2 water buckets and this wild log bench. Down there, we have a little painting spot. This little gnome is painting. I'll give you guys a better look of it. We also have a hardwood tree here. It's not fully grown. I didn't want to cover the gnome that much. But I also added some pink hyacinths down there. And then up here, I also added a peach surprise box here. And I'll show you guys the upper level. The weeds have kind of fully grown out. It makes it look super natural. There is not a lot of space to walk around here, so I have to hop around. We have a gnome, a mom's cushion, apple trees, and look at that view. We also have some log stakes, a little house for the gnomes, campfire. And over here we have a special item. It is actually Harvey's fence, so it's not an in-game item that you can receive. It is a hacked item. I did trade for it. It's not harmful at all unless you're the one who's actually hacking. I thought just adding one of these fences would look so nice, and they're actually really expensive, by the way. And of course back here we have my little sewing area. And then back down here we have a little gnome with a tiny stool and a fruit basket. I love the fruit basket. It looks so cute. This tiny stool here is actually an audience stool. So the same stool that you sit on when you're watching KK sing. It is an hacked item and it's not harmful at all unless you hack. I did trade for it. And then also let me show you guys the little path area from my house to the little gnome area. And then to the left right here is the little honey farm. There will be another decorating landscaping video of it coming up. I like having my path broken up. It just looks the most natural to me. And then here's the overall view of it from the mom cushion. So when I do provide you guys my dream address, just sit over here and this would be the perfect view. Anyways, that is all for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching me decorate. Of course, give it a like, subscribe, and comment down below if you want to see more videos like this. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!